Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, today I've seen Kenya Kwanza releasing a statement that we have already discussed on this Punchline, and it was all about giving the lineup of Kenya Kwanza 5-member team that is going to meet with the Azimio la Umoja. And listening to Kimani Ichung'wah, he is regretting the move by Azimio la Umoja to reveal that the Nigeria President Obasanjo is the one who is breaking the deal between Ruto and Raila Odinga. According to him, the Nigeria former president did not want anyone to maybe mention his name in public as far as this conversation is concerned. So for them, they did not want it to come out. Then the question is, then why is he also even coming out to talk about this one? Is he not doing the same to what Azimio did, if that's the truth? But again, above all, we know Raila also talked about the presence of Tanzania President Samia Suluhu, who was invited in this country, but then later Ruto snubbed her. So, with all this, then we are seeing on how Kenya Kwanza is trying also to respond to the same. That means there is deficit of trust in William Samoei Ruto. You cannot trust anyone or anything in Kenya Kwanza government. You would need a mediator, in fact, an international one, so that when they speak something different from what you have agreed, then they will come. Then these things will also get out clear. So, I have seen the majority whip in the National Assembly, Silvanus Osoro, responding to the remarks from Raila Odinga about the invitation of the Tanzania president. According to Osoro, this is what he's saying, that we do not need Samia Suluhu in Kenya to talk about the price of Rosecoco. Now, he goes on to say that Samia Suluhu ako na Rosecoco yake kule Tanzania. Now, when you talk about this, it's all about the price of basic commodities, food. But then, in Osoro's statement, you can read where he's heading to with that remarks. And even the body language and what was pointing to, and what he then came out to clarify on the same statement explains volume of words. Then what he means is something different, because this is a discussion that we have here in social media when people talk about Rosecoco. You know what they mean. You know what they mean. Because a discussion we have always had on social media. But now he's reducing the dialogue that Raila had to have with William Ruto in the presence of Samia Suluhu to this kind of a talk.
Kama tunataka kuzungumza juu ya maneno ya cost of living, you do not need Samia Suluhu akuje Kenya aongee juu ya bei ya mbolea, juu ya bei ya mahindi. Samia Suluhu ako na nchi yake kule Tanzania. Wewe ongelelea yako hapa. Sasa Samia Suluhu akuje hapa Kenya, aketi na Uhuru na Mheshimiwa William Ruto waongee juu ya bei ya maharagwe. Siku hizi nasikia maharagwe inaitwa namna gani? Nasikia inaitwa Rosecoco. Sasa Samia Suluhu akuje kuongea juu ya Rosecoco hapa, waziri wewe ndio naona wewe ndio madam. Samia Suluhu akuje hapa Kenya azungumze juu ya bei ya Rosecoco. Si yako na Rosecoco yake kule Tanzania. Sisi wote tuzungumze juu ya bei ya Rosecoco yetu hapa, yaani maharagwe hapa Kenya.
Now, one question that we have to ask ourselves here, is Kenya Kwanza government honest? Besides the kind of language they are using towards the Tanzania president, Osoro should ask himself a question. Who invited Samia Suluhu, the president of the Republic of Tanzania? Who invited her? Akuje aambie wa Kenya. She came here under whose invitation? Was it Raila Odinga or William Samoei Ruto? Because from our side, we know very well she cannot come here in her capacity through invitation of Raila. kuna hiyo rafiki ndio inaweza kuwa Tanzania Kenya nini na nini, kueleza ile usali ilikuwa ya Raila na Magufuli and all those things, but this was under the invitation of the head of state. So Ruto was addressing the Tanzania president as the head of state ya Kenya. In that capacity, Mama Samia Suluhu came to this country. Now look the kind of discussion that is being brought forward from the Kenya Kwanza government, in fact by one of the senior leaders in Kenya Kwanza. Huyu ni majority whip. He's the one, when Ruto wants to speak to the members of parliament, he's using to whip members of parliament, communicate. So he has a direct contact and communication with the state house. Ya akipiga wanajua majority whip anapiga. Ruto akishika simu anajua anapigia majority whip. He has agenda want to push, he can push it through Osoro. Hata mambo ya finance bill mnajua vile alisema and all those. Just imagine Tanzania people getting to understand what Osoro mean by his statement. Just coming to realize what he meant by the statement. The other day, we saw Jaguar complaining about Tanzania hawkers in Nairobi. Eti wamekuja kunyang'anya watu wetu biashara. So he said they will kick them out. This issue went to the Tanzania parliament. Now members of parliament in Tanzania were discussing Jaguar's statement as the statement from Kenya parliament, not from an individual. You know what they said? They are going to do exactly the same thing in Tanzania. Sisi pia tutakusanya hao wao, tuwapige, tuwafukuze. You see how it is going. So tell me, what kind of respect is Osoro bringing between Kenya and Tanzania? Sababu huyu ni kiongozi. Now reduce it down to the leadership of William Samoei Ruto and Samia Suluhu. What kind of picture is he bringing out? Look at that. Sasa hii ndio uongozi ambayo tuko nayo, na hii ndio tabia sasa tuko nayo katika uongozi wa Kenya Kwanza. You look at the kind of statement he is issuing and the reference that he's using to the bills. You know what it means? He means something different. What is he telling our children? What is he telling the society, the youth? Because now he's referring to a president with a different meaning in his head. Because even the audience could easily read what he means in his statement. When you ona huyu anaelekea wapi, anasema nini? Osoro is bringing bad manners to our politics. Nini anafunza watoto? Sababu sasa pia watoto wataanza kuangalia wakati mheshimiwa Osoro alisema kuhusu Roskoko alikuwa anakusudia nini? Sasa wanaanza kufungua dictionary ya online, wanaanza kuangalia inamaanisha nini. And when they go deep, they get what people are sharing on social media and what it means. Now getting that interpretation, then tell me, what kind of a seed is Osoro planting in our society among young children? Is Tanzania president going to have respect for William Ruto? How is he going to view Ruto? Remember, this is a woman leader. And now we have a man trying to dress her down just because she accepted the call from Ruto and she came here. Was it her mistake to come here? And the question Osoro should be asking himself, if Samia Suluhu was in this country under invitation of William Samoei Ruto, so is Ruto telling Kenya that to sort out the cost of living in Kenya, he needs the help of Tanzania president? And if so, yes, you might need. But do you need a dialogue, or you need to talk in terms of business? Tuuzie maharagwe, tuuzie mahindi, tuuzie hii. Kama ni kuuziana basi. But then, He's the one who called her here. Then it means Ruto was looking for the solution of high cost of living from Samia Suluhu. Kama ni hiyo ndio mambo nataka kuongea. Sababu Raila alisema Samia Suluhu alikuwa hapa. Na tunajua mtu mwenye alimwalika ni Ruto. Kwa hivyo Ruto wakati amemwalika alikuwa na agenda. You cannot just invite someone without the agenda. So if that was his agenda, then we know. But now this is the face of Kenya Kwanza government. Sasa hizi ndio tabia zao. Na hawa ndio watu wameweka kwa uongozi. Today, William Ruto is going to be embarrassed in Tanzania. Because when they see the statement, then it's all about hawa ndio viongozi ambao Mheshimiwa Ruto amechagua kwa serikali yake. Hawa ndio wanaongoza kwa serikali ya Mheshimiwa Ruto. Kwa hivyo wakiongea, they are speaking on behalf of William Samoei Ruto. So today, Osoro statement, sababu yeye pia ana fly the flag, akitembea na gari yake, ako na ile bendera ya kuonyesha that he is a state officer, sababu yeye ni majority whip, ako na bendera. So akiongea, anaongea maneno yenye Ruto angesema. Kwa hivyo he is representing Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza government. That's how people are going to take this statement. And this is the real face of Kenya Kwanza government. Serikali ambayo iko na tabia mbaya, hawana heshima na viongozi, hawaheshimu wanawake. Kama hawa watu hawezi heshimu rais wa Tanzania ambaye ni mwanamke, wataheshimu wanawake viongozi katika hii nchi ya Kenya? Will they have respect for women? Will they? That's the question now. And this is just exposing really. It is this guys just learning the meaning of what he's talking about. We are talking about cost of living, yes. But the other meaning that he's bringing in is this guys. This is regrettable. Osoro should come out and apologize. And he should never repeat such kind of words. He should think before he speak. And he should be a role model to the people. UDA party should call Osoro to order. Ruto should apologize to Tanzania and the Kenyans at large after getting this statement from Osoro. He must apologize. He must come out clear. Otherwise, if he keep quiet, then it means he's endorsing the statement from Osoro, and that means that this is the views from William Samoei Ruto.